चाहे हम अभी सॉल्यूशंस को भी दिखा दिया मैंने आपको, बट trimming is only about defining the new problems. We will use ideation methods to find solutions later, but abhi we are simply defining new problems. Okay. So friends, how many of you are willing to stay for another 5 minutes, and only 5 minutes? I want to show you magic happening. The same float and body problem, I want to show you how it can be done like this by radical trimming. We are in the flow. Are you willing to stay for another 5 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So radical trimming. We were here that we have removed the float and we have removed the lever. Now we say, I want to go radically, I want to trim as much as possible. So I don't want to go to air to control the switch. I don't want the tank to control the switch. All these components are only performing one auxiliary function. You notice? Switch is performing only one auxiliary function. Motor is performing only one auxiliary function. Pump is performing only one auxiliary function. So if I can, so these are very low functionality components. There is cost associated with each of them. If I can remove all of them, then my function, my system cost would reduce significantly and the overall functionality would still be achieved. So I would be arriving at an ideal solution. And we are able to say this because we are seeing that these components, remaining components in the engineering system, are also performing only very simple auxiliary functions. None of them is performing an additional function. None of them is performing a basic function either. So we can really think of trimming these components also. So let's go ahead and trim the switch. If the switch does not exist, then something needs to control the motor. Now let us remove the motor also. If the motor does not exist, then something needs to rotate the pump. But you see, pump is performing a basic function. It is working on the paint. If I want to trim the pump, some other thing over here, either the barrel or the air or the tank, has to move the paint because the basic function I cannot remove. Are you able to see this? So either something should rotate the pump or something should move the paint. I say pump, let me remove, because let me remove that cost. So something now needs to move the paint. Now there are only air, tank, barrel, and paint. We have already seen that air can be used to move the switch, to control the switch. Do you think you can use the air to control the paint also? Now the trimming problem is, who moves the paint? Can the paint move itself? Any ideas? अब मैं जब आपको सॉल्यूशन बताऊंगा ना, you will say, अरे ये तो हम रोज देखते हैं.
Sir, the tank can be placed at a higher potential, so the potential energy would means paint can easily pour itself down.
Yeah, but हमारे को control करना है. We have to also stop the paint from moving when the tank is full.
So we can put a horizontal pipe from the barrel to the tank, and the height would be the same. कि barrel में जितना height होगा उतना ही same height will be maintained in the tank.
Okay, आप कह रहे हो कि ये बैरल पड़ा है, यहाँ पे टैंक है, एंड यहाँ पे मैंने पाइप लगा दिया, एंड पेंट यहाँ से जाएगा इधर. तो इसका मतलब यहाँ पे अगर पेंट मैंने डाला और तो वो पेंट जाता रहेगा ना. यहाँ पे अगर पेंट का लेवल ज्यादा है तो यहाँ पे भी ज्यादा हो जाएगा.
Yes.
So the problem just shifts in this scenario to the barrel. We need to move the paint in the barrel, then it's the same thing.
Okay. You want to move the paint in the barrel then?
No, sir. I was saying that in this example, in this previous example, as we like do something that he said, we need to move the paint in the
Yes, yes,
barrel.
yes.
Yeah,
You're right. You're
the
right.
problem just shifts.
हाँ.
Yeah, it's not
So that doesn't
solution.
solve the problem.
Yeah.
But you can still solve the problem. उसी idea को थोड़ा सा extend करो. Think of a pipe connecting the barrel and the.
जिस बैरल में पेंट है उसी बैरल को मतलब एयर के थ्रू भी मतलब जो टैंक में जो एयर है उसके थ्रू कनेक्ट कर पाए, ताकि जैसे ही अगर मतलब टैंक हमारा फुल होता है तो वो एयर बाहर निकलेगी और वो सिंपली मतलब बैरल में जो एक ऊपर से कुछ एक वो फ्लैप टाइप का होगा जो कि बंद हो जाएगा जैसे ही मतलब एयर अगर इसमें ऊपर.
Wow.
We can use hydraulic pressure to control.
Look at this. I'm so happy. You guys have arrived at the answer there. See, this is the answer. As soon as what happens, the level of the paint goes low, lower than this level, what happens? The pipe can now suck in air. The air will go up and the paint would move into the tank. The pressure, the hydraulic pressure that the paint would exert onto the air over here, this height, the depth of this pipe has to be tuned so that the weight of this paint, the weight of the paint above this height matches the maximum pressure that the air over there will exert. Are you able to see this? Do you realize that you use this kind of an arrangement in water dispensers day in and day out? वहाँ पे you have this huge tank, 20-liter tank, 20-liter bottle that you upturn and put on the water dispenser.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The same principle is being applied here. And now the system, can the system fail? Like there is no pump. The overall operational cost of the system has also kind of vanished. The paint moves itself. You see? And it is such a simple solution that radical trimming brought us to. So again, the problem, the purpose of radical trimming was not to come up with a solution. It was to provide a problem, a new problem, how to make the paint move itself. See, what was the first problem? How to prevent the spillage of the paint. You've now changed it to how to make the paint move itself so that the spillage doesn't happen. And you could arrive at a simple solution, which was based on, say, gravity, hydraulic pressure, and everything. Okay.